Hey guys, Max here, and welcome to a new series I'm calling Buyer's Guide, where I'll give you advice on what Apple products to buy and what Apple products not to buy. There are also chapters below if you want to skip around to the device that you need help deciding on, and let's get into it. Now, this is a really difficult time to choose which Apple products to buy because we're just now entering Apple's busy fall season where we can expect updates to their iPhone, iPad, and Mac lines. So let's kick it off with iPhone, starting with iPhone SE. The iPhone SE is Apple's most affordable iPhone, starting at just $399 in the US. This phone came out in April 2020, and there isn't necessarily a routine schedule for this device's update, but we can expect a new iPhone SE to come out in the middle of next year. This update may bring a redesign, which should bring it up to speed with Apple's current iPhone design aesthetic, but it's not necessarily something to wait for because it is a while away, and the current iPhone SE is a really great buy in that budget range, and it's a great phone. The other two phones that Apple sells right now, the iPhone 11 and the iPhone XR, neither of which are good buys right now because there are better options in the iPhone 12 lineup, which you're going to be able to buy for a lower price after the iPhone 13 launch. The iPhone 12 lineup came out in October 2020, and the next update may be in just 2 weeks. So yeah, do not buy any of the iPhone 12 models right now. If you're the kind of person who usually goes for last year's lineup for the lower price, wait for after the iPhone 13 launch because the iPhone 12 will receive a price drop on Apple's site and on third-party retailers. Or just wait for the iPhone 13 for new refinements and upgrades, which you can find out about at the video up here where I cover everything to expect on the iPhone 13. Moral of the story, just wait. Moving on to the iPad line, starting with Apple's most affordable iPad, the iPad. This model was introduced in September 2020, and the next update may be coming this month at Apple's September event, but these upgrades are usually just chip upgrades, and so if you can wait for the next iPad, the iPad 9th generation, then I guess wait for it as it will deliver a little bit of a better experience than the current model, but both will deliver a great experience either way. Next up is Apple's smallest iPad, the iPad mini. The iPad mini was last updated in March 2019, and the iPad mini has had the same design for several years, but for the first time in a long time, we're expecting to see a redesign sometime this fall, possibly at Apple's September event. So right now is not a good time to buy an iPad mini, as that redesign will bring an iPad Pro type design and a new chip and a bunch of upgrades that are definitely worth the wait. Next up is the so-called iPad Pro killer, Apple's iPad Air. This product last got a redesign and an update in September 2020, and the next update may be coming sometime next year, though details about this device are hard to come by. As there haven't been many details about the next iPad Air, right now is a good time to buy an iPad Air 4, as it's a great device. Next up is Apple's highest-end iPad, the iPad Pro. This model comes in 11-inch and 12.9-inch and was last updated in April 2021. The next update is expected in spring 2022, so we're about halfway through this device's life cycle. So if you don't need one right now, you're just considering getting one sometime in the future, then the spring 2021 model, the iPad Pro 6th generation, is a good buy, but the iPad Pro is still a good buy right now if you need one right away. It's an expensive device, so you don't want to make a mistake when buying one. Next up is Apple's Mac line, starting with their most affordable Mac, the Mac Mini with M1. This device was last updated in November 2020, and the next update, according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, will be coming sometime in the next several months, whatever that means, and it'll bring a redesign and a new M1X chip for extra power, so if you can, wait that couple months until the new one comes out. Next is Apple's MacBook Air, the most affordable MacBook that they make. This Mac was last updated in November 2020, and the next update is expected to be sometime in mid-2022. If you need a Mac right now, go ahead and buy the MacBook Air, as it's a great device, but that new MacBook Air, or MacBook, or whatever it's going to be called, is going to bring a redesign and a new chip inside the M2 chip, so that's definitely something to wait for if you're eyeing upgrading from an older Mac. Hold out a little longer, because that Mac will be fantastic. Next up is the 13 and 16-inch MacBook Pro. The 13-inch was last updated in November 2020, and the 16-inch was last updated in November 2019. It's rumored that this fall, Apple will be releasing huge refreshes to both of these devices, including a new M1X chip inside both of them, a new design, the 13-inch being upgraded to a 14-inch design, so definitely do not buy either of these devices right now because they're about to get a huge design overhaul, which is going to revolutionize them and make them a whole new class of product. Next up is the iMac 24-inch, which was released in April 2021, and the next update is not expected anytime soon, so it's definitely a safe buy right now, and I can say from personal experience that it's a fantastic device. Next is the iMac 27-inch, which was released in August 2020, and the next update may be just a few months away, so definitely wait on this device and do not buy one right now, because that device will have a redesign, new chip, and a bunch of new features. Next is the Mac Pro, which has recently got a lot of new options for expandability, but it was originally introduced in June 2019, and this is a safe buy right now, even though there's going to be a new model next year. This is a super specialty Mac, and so you know if you need one right now, and if you need one right now, just get it. Moving on to the Apple Watch, starting with the Apple Watch Series 3, which was launched in September 2017. It's a pretty outdated watch, so if you want an affordable watch in Apple's lineup, then definitely go for the Apple Watch SE, because that's a great option with a less outdated design. Next up is the Apple Watch SE, which was released by Apple in September 2020, and the next update may not be coming anytime soon, if ever. Don't buy this now though, because after the Apple Watch Series 7 comes out, this device may get a price drop, so you can get the Apple Watch SE, which is still a great watch, at an even lower price. Or just get a newer watch like the Series 5 or 6 after the Apple Watch Series 7 launches, because those will also get price drops. The Apple Watch Series 6 was released in September 2020. The next update is likely going to be this month, so just don't buy this watch at all right now, because the Apple Watch Series 7 will give a new design, a new chip, and just a bunch of new features. And so wait for the Apple Watch Series 7, as that'll be an even better watch than the Apple Watch Series 6. Moving on to a kind of miscellaneous category, starting with the AirTag, which was released by Apple in April 2021, and it's still a safe buy as it won't be updated anytime soon. Next up is the HomePod Mini, which was released by Apple in October 2020, and the next update may not be coming for a while, so it's a safe buy right now, and I love mine. Next up is the original AirPods and AirPods 2, both of which are not a safe buy right now, as Apple's AirPods 3 may be coming at Apple's September event in just a few weeks, so do not buy any AirPods right now, as the AirPods 3 will have a new design and a bunch of new features. AirPods Pro wise, these were released in October 2019, and the next update is likely going to be well into next year, so right now these are a safe buy, and they're a great pair of headphones. Next is the iPod Touch, which is so useless and just pointless to exist right now, just does not make any sense, and it was actually recently updated in 2019, and so it's a relatively new product, but if you're looking for your first phone for your kid or something like that, then you should go for the iPhone SE, as that's a good affordable iPhone, but yeah, don't buy the iPod Touch. Next is the Apple TV 4K, which was updated in April 2021, and it won't be updated for many years, and so this is a great buy right now. It has a new Siri remote as well, so it's definitely a safe buy, and it's a great product. Somehow Apple still sells the Apple TV HD. I don't know why, but as the name signals, this doesn't even do 4K, and so it's pretty outdated and not the product to get right now. Get the Apple TV 4K, as it's going to be the latest and greatest for quite a few years. Next is Apple's AirPods Max, which were released in December 2020, and the next update may not be for quite a while, so this is a safe buy right now if you're cool paying $550 for a pair of headphones. And that's it. Those are the products you should and shouldn't buy right now in September 2021 in preparation for new products coming in September and later this fall. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.